Cougar fans, here we are with USF head women's basketball coach Traphagen, whose team picked up a 69-67 win over Mary this afternoon. Trap, you fell behind in the first, after leading the first quarter, you fell behind a little bit in that second quarter, but it was tight. And in the third quarter, it turned Mary's way. But then you guys showed a grinded out spirit, if you will, in the fourth quarter. Talk about importance of a win like this.
We showed some grit. This was probably the first time all year at halftime I got after our kids pretty good. Just thought we lacked some toughness. They have a phenomenal player in Brittany Dietz that did what she wanted really with us here tonight. We just didn't show a lot of resolve and a lot of calm to be able to stop her. And quite honestly, I don't want to say we were lucky. I got to give our kids a lot of credit for gutting it out and grinding it out. But we gave Mary a lot of opportunities maybe to put us away. And again, I think this is, again, something that's been really good for us. We haven't had a lot of close games. We've either won really big or, as we well know, the one last week got beat pretty good. But this was one of those games that, they did some good things to us. They played off a couple kids. We didn't get a lot done really all weekend inside. And that had a lot to do with them playing off certain kids and trying to take away post touches. But the nice thing is we found a way. We found a way, and our kids had a sense of calm about them. Coach was probably the one that got a little out of control when we made a great defensive play, and was one of our first opportunities really to kind of go up to Varsh missed the layup. We thought maybe she got fouled on that, but with a minute to play, we made some good defensive stops. Made some big plays. I'm just really proud because we could be sitting here. And I talk about with our kids all the time the importance of every possession. Every single possession in a basketball game is going to be really important. And it just, for me, I hate losing those games by 1 point or 2 points. And when you look back and just know there was a number of possessions that I wish we could have back if it was offensively or defensively or 50-50 ball. But the point is our kids found a way to win. And I'm going to use example like our men last night. It wasn't probably one of their best nights shooting the basketball, but they found a way to win. And at the end of the day, too many times we get asked, I just got asked by the paper, well, what's your feel after a game like that? I'm like, I'm really excited. Not every game is going to look pretty because good teams in our league try to take away your strengths. And we found a way to win. And so, for the people who wanted just to come and look good, I don't know if we'll always be that team, but I was sure glad that we had some big-time players make big plays. And I thought Taylor made some big plays for us again. Allison Johnson had a really nice game for us. She's grown so much mentally. She shot those 2 shots with like a minute to play on the same possession, 2 threes in a row that there's no way a year ago that AJ would have ever done that. So I was really proud for her wanting to step up and make the big shots. Again, there's things that we're going to get better at. We have to if we want to continue to have some success.
One final thing, Trap. You guys are sitting at 10-1, 4-1 in the league. As you said, that's the most important thing, is get that W at the end of the day. And winning by 2 or winning by 30, it's still, you got that W on the. So talk about, finish off this interview by telling us by the importance of this win and moving forward.
Yeah, we did just spend a couple minutes talking about the importance of getting a win like this, because the first thing everybody's gonna, our kids know, we're going into finals week, and we got one more game, Southwest Minnesota, that we handled quite easily at our place the first time, but we just wanted to show our kids is, guess what, this same team, Mary, that probably should have beat us tonight, won in overtime last night over at Southwest. So the importance of being mentally ready and physically ready every single game is going to be so important. And again, I was just proud of our kids that, just one other kid that I have to mention for 10 seconds is Maddie Robson. The young lady in every timeout and every huddle, she provides a sense of calm for us. Even when coach maybe doesn't have it, maybe some of the players doesn't have it, she's just kind of that presence that we have that says, I can always hear that voice. Guys, we're fine. Let's go get this done. And I tell you what, we got some vocal kids, but it's sure nice to have that positive energy that's in that timeout. Just getting kids on that same page. So it's sure nice to have a kid like that. And hey, we got one more game to be able to get ourselves ready. And before I did this interview, boy, I saw a bunch of the scores. This league is crazy. There was a lot of teams that won tonight that maybe we wouldn't have picked. So I'm sure glad that at the end of the day that our kids find the resolve and the toughness to be able to make the plays down the stretch.
Thanks, Trap. Nice win. USF forward Teagan Molden, who had 10 points and 7 rebounds as the University of Sioux Falls women's basketball team defeated UMary here at the Stewart Center in a tight game, 69-67. The crowd got going tonight, Teagan, but you guys had to fight your way all the way through. Talk about the game and the importance of the win.
For sure. I mean, we found ourselves down, I think, maybe 11 at the biggest lead. We had hit some big shots at the end. They doubled the post really well, so just finding the open girl was huge and just knocking down some big threes.
So tell me, when you're down by 11, what goes through your mind? How do you make that comeback?
We need to make some stops on defense is definitely our biggest priority. Stops first, and that'll always lead to our offense.
How big a win is this for you to get a close win like this?
Huge. I mean, we haven't really had that many close games. So getting a win that's, a 2-point win is huge, and then any conference win is a big deal for us. So
congratulations, Teagan.
Thank you so much.